welcome to another episode of The Guest. Today I'm super pumped up and excited because I have an ex-beauty queen, a rapper, a director, and an actor, and even more, a producer maybe. Can you guess who she is? Did you guess right? Today I have Munachi Abii in the studio. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Really?
Like, I always watch you on TV. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
Oh, thank you. You too. I'm really pretty.
Did you hear that? I'm so pretty. It's really good to have you here.
Thank you. Great
So,
to be here.
While you were coming here, I was thinking of how to introduce you or what to call you. Because you're an ex-beauty queen, a model, a rapper, an actor, a director, a producer. And I was saying to someone, like my friend, I'm like, Muna is coming, she's coming on my show. And she was like, oh, okay, you mean Muna the actor? I'm like, actor? She's a rapper to me. I watch her rapping. I'm a fan of her music. Yeah. I'm a fan of her rap songs. Right. I know she's an actor, but I don't want to call her an actor. I want to call her a rapper.
You can call me whatever you like.
Okay, how do you want people to address you?
Just call my name. That's it. Munachi Abii. That's it.
Rapper, singer. What would you want?
All of those things. You know what? You can just call me creator. How about that?
Yeah. Muna the creator.
Yeah, I like it. It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, I know.
I like it. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah. So you have seamlessly transitioned from one area of entertainment to another, from beauty, modeling, music, and now acting and directing.
Right.
Tell me, how easy or hard has it been for you to move from one of these areas to another?
I don't know about easy or hard. It just, I decided that I wanted to explore or express my art in a different form, and I was blessed enough to find people around me that were doing those type of things, and I just told them, say, hey, I want to do this, and they said, okay, well, let's see what you could do. So someone gave me an opportunity to star in like my first film. I hadn't done any like acting lessons or anything like that. This was like way back in 2000 and maybe 15 or so, I think. And it was a series, and I think it's on YouTube. It's called Indigo. That was my first ever, and that's how I that's how I started the whole film thing, and I fell in love with the process.
So did you have passion for it before?
I didn't know
that call to star in the film.
I did not know how the whole film thing worked. I did get scripts right after MBGN, but then I thought that I needed roles that were defining. I wanted, like, how they Kiri Sylvanus and Hilda Dokubo and all those people, you just watch them and you're like, oh my god, they cry so much. Yeah, I want that type of film. So they'll be like, oh, but yeah, so I turned down a lot of roles in the beginning because I didn't understand the script and I thought it was too big. But then after my first experience, I fell in love with the process and I realized that this was something that I could do. So I was open to receiving like more content and gigs. So I'm very thankful to Mr. Uchenna Bonabo, the 1 and 2 productions. He has played a monumental role actually in my film career because he gave me lots and lots of opportunities to star as well as direct his films. So yeah, I mean, so it's been a process.
Okay, so rapping, acting and all wasn't a part of your plan when you started out in the industry?
Rapping was something I always wanted to do. Not just rapping though, but just being in the music industry or being in the music scene. And because I've always loved music, like music is my life, my love, my first love. Like if I'm feeling whatever emotion, there's a particular song or tracks that relate with me, and I could just sink into that. So I've always wanted to be into music in some way, shape or form. So when the rap thing was kicking off, I loved it because it wasn't what was expected of me, because I don't like being put in a box. I really don't like it. So now that you're asking me if I want to be called actor, rapper, this or that, or that, or that would be me putting myself in a box. So yeah, I'd rather be a creator because I can create whatever I like.
How do you react when people try to put you in a box? Like, you're an actor, be an actor. You're a singer or a rapper, stay there. Why do you want to be everything?
I mean, I experienced that in the beginning, and a lot of people didn't understand that it's actually necessary for you to have multiple streams of income. I understood that like really, really early, and I tried to communicate that with people, but then were people were so fixed on wanting to make me
Define
say,
you
yeah,
with something.
define me with something, and I'm like, it's gonna be hard for you because I like to be on my toes. Like I like to move with the times. I like to reinvent myself all the time because after a while you could fizzle out. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lifespan for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I just be whatever I want to be. That's better for me because I'm fluid. I imagine myself to be fluid, so I take on whatever container I find myself in.
Mm.
So right now, I guess I'm in the container of acting,
Directing
and
and
directing.
producing.
There you go. So
So
yeah,
you're way far from what a lot of people expect from a beauty queen. Again, talking about putting someone in a box.
right.
We all always expect beauty queens to just be models, be in front of the magazine, or become a presenter. You've done all of those,
I
and you
actually
went
did
far
all of
beyond.
that.
Yes, you've done all of that. And you went far beyond to
Yeah.
rap music. I'm sure a lot of people did not expect a beauty queen to rap and
Yeah.
own the stage the way you did,
Yeah.
or do.
I want to
rather.
get back to the stage, and I will. So
I
yeah.
actually wanted to get back to the stage because
You
speaking of,
did?
I'm being honest with
Okay.
you. Yeah, someone told me please make sure you ask her why she stopped rapping.
When
So
I
I'm
stop,
asking you right now.
I didn't stop rapping. I just chose, like I said earlier, to express myself in a different way. Cause sometimes, you know how people say you get writer's block and things like that. I mean, I had that too. I mean, there were times that I stopped believing in myself. Right, I let my environment dictate for me,
Yeah.
which obviously will stifle your creativity. So I decided to take a step back and find another way to relaunch myself. And as God would have it, film came into the picture and I fell in love with it. So there's no going back with that. And it's a good thing because everything kind of works together because there's music in film.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
So that's like an added advantage,
Yeah,
being a producer or a director.
Yeah. So I understand like emotions of music, right? I may not understand like the scales or whatever, but when it comes to emotion, like I see music or I perceive music a totally different way. So adding music to film for me is a very delicate process. I'm very sensitive about it, you know, but I'm more flexible with music in film than I am with just music.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little baby when it comes to music.
Really?
Yeah, because
You have a lot of fans.
I could throw a tantrum like you know how babies, like when you give them something and then you take it back, that tantrum that they throw. Yeah, that's me.
Speaking of music, the music industry has grown immensely, especially the Afrobeat sound.
Yeah.
But the rap music or the rap genre, it's not moving
Yeah.
as fast as it was moving as
At
at your
that time.
time.
Was it really though? It wasn't.
It was actually because I was a fan of you. We had Sasha, we had Z. I can call a lot of female rappers.
We were
Even
there, but we weren't growing. Let's be honest. We were there, but we weren't
You
growing.
had fans, you had people watching and following. Right now,
And
I
that's
love
cool.
rap music,
Yeah.
but I can't call one female rapper that I'm a fan of right now.
Right now, I mean, Eva is still there. I love her.
Oh,
God bless
Eva,
her.
yeah, she's still there, but
But
she's
here's
not
the
really
thing.
pushing or
She's-
going out there like she used to.
She is, but she's doing it in her own way, which is what I'm so thankful that the world has come to. Because at that time, when we were making music, it was basically not up to us on how to define ourselves. It was easy for people to pitch us against each other. Pit us against each other. I don't know the English, but you get me. Yeah, so it was easy for people to say, oh, Eva and Muna, which one's better? Sasha and this person, who's better? You know, things like that. They still do that, but we don't care. Right? Yeah, we don't. Because we don't have to actually beg anybody to play our music anymore. You could put your music on whatever platform you feel suits you and wherever you find your community. So it's all about your community and people that accept you now, which I find and I think is a blessing. So it's also good that I actually took a step back because I'm like, you know what, let me just watch this thing and let me see what is.
Now you're coming back stronger.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And then there's a level of respect that grows when you know who you are and then you can decide what step you want to take and how you want to fly. So it's cool. And I also appreciate like the new artists.
Yeah.
They're doing so well.
Yeah. And they're raising the bars.
They're so vocal. That's what I love about them. When I was vocal back in the day,
I know, right?
everybody was like, "Oh my God, like
you're a woman.
How dare she?"
Slow down.
You know, that type of thing. Yeah, but now it's like these kids don't say no.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, you can't. They will not accept someone stepping on them. You understand? But there are still some people I imagine that still have to go to the route of "I beg, help me," you know, that type of thing. But then there are platforms for you now that you can grow organically, and I think that's a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, I still have Munachi Abii in the studio. I have a lot to discuss with her because she's very diverse in the entertainment industry. We have music, which we're discussing right now. We have acting and her recent movie that we're also going to be talking about. So we have a lot to discuss. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. I still have the beautiful Munachi Abii in the studio. She's so pretty that she doesn't even make efforts to look fine. Like, just pack her hair, throw powder left, right, and she just bounced to the studio looking all pretty and still stealing the show.
Oh yeah.
How you doing though?
I'm good. So this is fun. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Okay.
Before the break, we talked about rivalry. Let me put it that way, in the industry.
Right.
Not just with the ladies. It still happens, like I say, Davido and Whiskey, Burna Boy, and these.
Yeah.
Even with the new guys that are making waves. I'm so happy that Rema refused for them to compare him with Fireboy. Yeah. When they started saying Fireboy and Rema, he's like, hey, don't do that. Don't set confusion between us. Or it's all love. Let's leave it that way. Yeah. But I mean, in rap music, we saw some OGs, you know, beefing at some point, and some people said, I mean, when it comes to rap, this kind of rivalry and beef is good for the industry. Do you think
I mean,
so?
Yeah, that's what rap is about, really. Not just completely, but then that's the history of rap. It's basically two people bragging, you know, about themselves and what they have and, you know, things like that. If that motivates you, fine. If it doesn't, fine. You get me? So it's fine for that rivalry to happen. What's not fine is when people take it to the extreme, you know.
Or when they compare two artists.
I mean, you can compare, but don't, like, when I say don't take it to the extreme, I mean, even in your management circle, don't make it such a thing that your artist starts to feel insecure because you start, you know, you think it's a healthy competition, but it's not. You know, when let's say I'm your manager now, and I'm showing you things
want you to be my manager.
Well, hello. You know, and I'm showing you things that other female artists are doing. That's disrespectful to you because I'm not helping you to hone your craft and become better as yourself instead of copying somebody else, instead of looking at what other people are doing. It's distracting you from being who you are, right? Yeah, so I feel like that is an unhealthy type of competition or rivalry that people put up. Yeah.
So you think there are positive ways a manager can make the artist compete with other artists without...
I don't even think they need to compete. Like, the sky is big enough. You don't need to compete with anybody for anything. You just need to be yourself, and your crowd or your community will find you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what is important.
I think that's one thing a lot of people haven't understood. They want to be a Davido, they want to be a Burna Boy, like with a huge number of following. But Johnny Drill, for example, is doing so well in his genre.
He's amazing.
He might not have the same number of following like Burna Boy or Davido, but he's doing well. When you want to talk about his style of music, his name should be one of the top 3, if not number 1. So I think people should actually learn their craft and look for their audience and just be comfortable in that
space. Yeah, that's fine. And then if you're blessed enough to have like the followers of another artist to join your own followership and it becomes like a huge thing, kudos to you. Like more blessings you get. But there's no need to compete at all. At all.
Still on competition, there's one competition that is in the industry and has refused to go away.
What's that?
I mean, we have we have heard and seen that women in the industry, they always compete with each other. They don't unite. They fight each other.
Right.
And it has been like that since forever.
Yeah.
Why do you think we have that? It's someone like the men, though.
It's not that the men don't fight. They do. But I guess they know how to put their differences aside.
Okay.
You know, and handle business, and they understand that business is business. It's nothing personal. Yeah, but then with the women, I actually truly do not know what it is, right? For starters. And then secondly, I'm not even going to lie, because there are several times that all of us have actually tried to come together. Yeah, like on our own too. Like Sasha has tried to bring us together. I've tried a little bit. Eva's tried a little bit. Like everybody has tried, like in one shape or form. But it doesn't click. And it's not that we don't love each other. We do. But here's the thing. With the women, the struggle is a bit deeper because we all have personal struggles. That's one. I mean, so do men. But then the women is a bit more. I find it's a bit more because it's not as easy to get certain things that men get. Even though it's tough for both, you know, genders or whatever gender, right? But then with women, if it's not, you're trying to take care of your family. This is just an example. You're trying to take care of your family is stressing you out about this career path that you're taking. You're not in school. You need to be in school. There's stress from there. Let's assume you're in school. There's stress from there. You have relationship issues if you have a relationship, or you have mental issues which you don't even know about. You're trying to deal with that, and you're trying to get money, and you're trying to look the part, and you're trying to show up every day.
Trying to look pretty. You're trying to get
what I'm
clothes
saying?
and costume, and
do you know how much it
look
is?
dope when
Exactly.
you step out.
Do you know how much it is to look dope
Yeah.
for one event, and then you have a couple of events that you need to go for?
You always have to.
Where's the money coming
red carpet.
from? Where is it coming from?
It's a lot.
You get me? You know?
And they still compare you with the other.
Yeah, and let's assume you either, you know, go the right way or go the wrong way. Let's say you go the wrong way and get what you want and look the part and come out. You still have to compete because in your head you're struggling with, can they really see me? Do they know the truth? Who's watching me? There's so much going on. Do you get me? Not that men don't do the same thing, but it's easier for them to hide behind the ego.
Yeah.
Do you get me? I mean, women do too, but then they come off looking like bitches. And no offense.
Have you ever had a beef with somebody in the music industry?
Female or male?
Let's start with female.
No.
Really?
No.
You're so pretty, and they were all cool with you when you were rapping.
I mean, I don't look for trouble. If anybody ever had any beef with me, I am not aware of it because it didn't come to me. So
what about
no
the male?
beef? No beef either, right? I would say
a clean slate.
no. Hold on. I would say no beef either because the only thing I would say that seemed like beef was not beef in my opinion, but then it was a sensational event. I would say it was like one of like the first trending things ever on the internet about me and about like Nigeria as a whole. Was the thing with me and Mo9, yeah, that sensational situation.
I can't even remember. Though.
I'm glad you don't. Yeah, don't dig it up.
Goodness.
Yeah, because it's actually like triggering to me now because of the way like it was, the media kind of sensationalized it, and then people were like, oh my God, you how dare you?
Are you serious?
Do this or do that. I don't want to bring it up, but let's.
But when you think about it, does it still kind of?
It triggers me because there was so much that I would have done with that.
I know.
That hype.
I get it. No,
and
then we didn't understand the system.
Exactly.
Like this.
Yeah. So it was frowned upon. But now, people that are over the top and are outlaws or whatever you call them, yeah, they're the ones that make the money now. Yeah, they're the ones that are like, you get
controversy,
me? Controversy sells now. Yeah, but then this controversy thing, we've been doing it like, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only thing. I feel like that opportunity was not maximized.
Yeah,
but
I get that.
That's all right.
So you're so pretty. I can say that 1 million at one time.
Okay.
Everybody knows, like.
Okay.
Anybody that sees you.
I'm wearing only one earring, and you can call me.
You don't need anything, Muna. Just show up.
All right. Thank you.
So I want to ask you: have you ever lost an opportunity because you refused to compromise? Have you ever lost?
Refused to compromise? How?
Like maybe a man offers you something, offers you a gig, but the clauses you have to
do certain things.
yeah, like
oh no,
sex or
I've never been put in that situation
mm.
to do certain things for certain things. No, I mean I've had like weird experiences, right, in life and with people in general, but then I have never. Those type of things don't. It doesn't work for me.
Do you think it's how you carry yourself and how you have positioned yourself? Because these are things we hear in the industry.
I don't know. Maybe it's my moral compass, I guess.
Yeah, but
what
you said they've
for
not come
me.
to you. It's not about you. Like it's not
No,
about
I'm
your
saying,
morals
like,
right now.
No, here's the thing. I'm saying like weird stuff hasn't. It's not like weird stuff hasn't like reared its ugly head towards me. But the thing with me is that I know it doesn't work for me. That is my belief, right?
Yeah.
So I won't even get to the point of trying to engage. Like it's not that serious. I'm not that desperate, right? You get me? So that's
but they don't come to you or come for you.
They don't. Like now, I've not experienced that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Do you think it's because of how you have positioned yourself? That's why they're like, nah, don't even go close to Muna.
I don't know. Maybe now because okay, take for instance, I realized not too long ago, like a couple years back, that because I'm like I would call myself a friendly person, right? I'm like super cool and I don't take things seriously, right? So it's easy for people to talk anyhow. And I'll be like, it's just a talk anyhow, you get me? But then a few years ago, I had to sit back and think or like look at myself and say, wait, so, you know, you really shouldn't have that much access to me. You get me? So you can't just call me up and be like, hey, baby, when are you going to show up? I don't know you like that. I mean, like, we could be cool, and I've probably seen you in, like, 1-2 events, or we've probably, like, you know, I guess work together on something or whatever. But you don't get to be so comfortable with people. You do have to have a level of respect for them. So that's when I started having, like,
restrictions.
I didn't have, not restrictions per se, but I had to put boundaries in place because people need to know how to respect people, and people need to be civil with people. Don't just run your mouth anyhow. Yeah, so I guess that's why.
Yeah. And you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Inshallah.
So when I come back, guys, we'll be talking about Buddha's latest film project, Obsession. Hey guys, thank you for sticking around. I still have Abii in the studio here with me, and like I said, and I will always say, she's looking so pretty. We are learning from her.
Are you
coming
serious?
to take classes and how to keep our skin young and fresh.
Okay, drink water.
Everybody keeps saying drink water. Is that really the secret?
Yeah. Drink water.
Yeah, drink water.
How much water? Yeah, so yeah, drink water.
Okay, no, let's talk about your recent film Obsession.
Right.
You talked about how you started acting in Nollywood. Tell me, before we talk about Obsession, how do you majorly get your roles? Do people just call you up and say, Muna, you have to be on my film, or
I mean,
you
I have
auditioned
auditioned for roles.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like if I really, really want a particular role or something, I do my best. You know, I show up if there needs to be like an open or closed audition. I show up, and sometimes they call or they email. Yeah, so if you want to do a movie, you email me.
Did you audition for Obsession?
Did I audition? Actually, they called.
How did the director know, or the producer, or the casting director, or whoever knew that you were able to pull this off so beautifully well?
They took a chance on me, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, so because I mean, it could have been anything else or anybody else, but they chose to do it with me. So I'm grateful.
So you play the character Chloe in the movie, and she's like a psychopath.
Is she?
Like. But here's the thing: you're able to embody that character so well.
Of a psychopath.
Yeah. And it made me remember a lot of thriller. Oh, this film is actually a thriller.
Right.
Though.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, does Muna watch a lot of thriller? How come she was able to, you know, embody this character so well? It was showing in her eyes, her behavior, her body language, the way she, you know, puts herself together in the film. I was like, What technique do you apply to interpret a role or a character in a film?
Basically, I think about the character and I think about what the person would be like if the person was human, and if obviously they're human, but if the person was real.
Yeah.
So if what pain did they go through, and what made them the way they are, right? And if there's anything that I have seen or experienced that is similar to that, what can I do with that to make this person feel more authentic? So that's kind of like what I do.
You do it.
Yeah. But for obsession in particular, what did I do? You know how, and I think we talked about this, before now. And so, you know how let's say you've experienced something and you're upset about it, but there's nothing you can do about
anger
it.
into the character.
Yeah, so you can just
no wonder it was showing in your face.
So now this is a good time to just that's one thing I actually love about acting, because you can be all the things that you know you cannot be in real life,
and you can never be.
Yeah, so it's you know it's not real, so you go crazy.
Yeah, but in as much as it's not real, I've heard of actors saying it took them a while to actually detach from a character, because when you want to be this person, you have to be in the person for a while. For that, you have to be that person for that film or for that period.
Yeah.
For you to be able to connect and deliver as good as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Did you have a disconnection issue with the character?
With this character? No. But one thing I've noticed with me and my acting is I try as much as possible to detach as quick as possible after the project. You know, because everything you do, real or not, is still a state of mind, right? So once you're in the state of mind that something it's perceived a certain way, you have to also keep in mind that this is not your real life character, because you're also in real life playing a character.
Yeah.
Right? So in this other life, which is this one on camera, you know the end, you know the beginning, and you know how it's gonna go. But after that, just
drop it.
Yeah, just drop it.
It's really easy to drop it though.
For some people it's easy, for some people it's not. It depends on how deep the project is. Yeah. So if let's say it takes you a year to shoot an actual film, you would have to do a lot of work if the character is like really, you know, demanding. If the character is demanding of you, and a lot of things will obviously need to be involved. You need psychotherapy. You need mental checkups. You need physical, medical checkups. Like, you need all those things to ensure that there's no glitch in your system.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, things happen.
Yeah. So your character in the movie has this condition or illness known as body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Which is like a state where you're overly concerned about a
deformity in your body. Yeah. I mean, everybody has body dysmorphia at some point. Not everybody.
You're so pretty. Have you ever been uncomfortable with any part of your body?
Yeah.
Really?
Two things. Yeah. Actually, not even just two things. A couple of things. But like, everybody's body dysmorphia. They may not even know that they have body dysmorphia. They just don't feel comfortable or secure in their own skin. You get me? That's when you have.
They want to be Muna.
No, it's not easy to be me. But anyway, so like, let's say you're very slim and you want to get fat.
I know.
That is body dysmorphia. Yes, it is. Or you're just fine, but you think you're fat. You know, and you want to get skinny, but then a few years down the line, you look at your picture and you realize, oh my God, I was actually very skinny. That's body dysmorphia. You know what I mean? So, you know, there are other things too. Like, there was a time I was very insecure, I guess, about my boobs. Not very, but very insecure about my boobs, right? Because I thought they were offensive. I know, it's crazy, right?
People like us that ours is overly not offensive. What should we do about it?
Back in the day, I would get jealous.
Like,
let me tell you. So when I was like much younger, I had no boobs though. They just like one morning. I'm telling you, I just woke up one morning and boom, they were there. Cause it was like I always wanted a cleavage, right? And then so you get like that time when like Wonder Bras used to be like hot. I don't know if you were around.
I don't know if I was around.
Anyway, there's a thing with wonder bras and
Yeah.
padded bras and things like that
Yeah.
because you want to look sexy or whatever, you know. So I wanted that, and then when it happened, I was like, oh no, okay. So I started slouching a lot. I started walking funny. You know, like your posture changes when you don't feel secure in your body, right? But at some point, I'm just like, you know what, man?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. This is me. So you either love it or you hate it. It's not up to me. Yeah.
Going back to how you switch from one area of creativity to another,
Yeah.
seamless. I don't know what you cannot do, Sha. We are yet to find out.
I'm sure there are a lot of things I can. I'm sure there are a lot of
when
things
it comes
I
to
can
entertainment
do.
and creativity, we are yet to find out.
Okay,
Can you make hair?
Yes, I can.
I
I mean, I made my
I'm going
own
to say
hair.
no more.
I made my own hair for Miss World in China. Because nobody knew how to make like an African hair, so you know,
Wow.
it
You see what I'm
it was
talking about?
terrible.
How did you learn directing?
By watching. I'm a very good observer. I observe a lot, so I go to watch you. Yeah, so by
Wow.
observing, and it helps that I like pictures,
Okay.
and I like pictures that tell stories. So, because I like photography as well, so I mean, you know, so with that, and with music, and with having like an idea or concept of what I imagine the emotion would be like in this picture, it's very easy to just, you know, and I'm
Piece
like,
it together.
piece all of
Piece
them
things
together. So I just thought to myself, you know what, I might just give this a shot because I feel like I know how to bring out emotion in people. I actually feel like I do.
I think you do.
Yeah, so, so that's the thing. So if I can bring out that emotion in you, and I know the story, and I'm passionate about the story, it's very easy for us to make a film, and that's what I love.
So, Muna, what are your projections for the next 5 years? Because right now you're giving us different sides of you. What are your projections?
I don't do projections.
Obviously.
I really
because
don't.
tomorrow we can wake up and see that she's a pilot.
That's right.
And she's going to be my pilot to the UK or something.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We'll see about that. I actually wanted to go into medicine, but we'll see. We'll see.
You want to go into medicine?
Yeah. To go and study medicine and become a doctor. We'll see how that goes. I don't know.
Muna, it has been really nice speaking with you. I enjoyed myself. I've learned so much. Like, seems like I'm getting to know you better.
Yes, girl.
And I can keep talking to you for the next 1 hour, but
we should.
Maybe after this show. One last question before I let you go. This is a popular question. People have said ask her, and I'm like, you don't need to tell me how we ask her. I need to ask her the question.
Okay.
Why are you looking like that? Okay,
I'm wondering.
When are you putting out a record?
Oh, yeah. When am I putting out the record? When it's out, you know.
This is not an answer. We need answers like before the end of the year or something like that.
No. I don't like to give answers anymore. I stopped giving answers a long time ago.
But are you working on something though? Music.
Music?
Yeah, music-wise.
Not at the moment, but I could wake up tomorrow and start doing something. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Acting or directing? Are you working on something?
Oh yeah. I'm always working on something.
Oh, you don't want to tell us about it yet?
I cannot.
Okay, no problem. We can stick to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you leave, I just want to say something to your fans. You have fans in different areas. There are people that know you as a beauty queen, like, oh, I love Mona, she's so pretty, she's a beauty queen. There are people that know you as a rapper and be like, oh my goodness, this girl, she is bad and I love her swag. Other people know you as an actor. So you have different fans that have grown to love you. I want to say something to your fans.
What should I say to them? Oh, hi everybody. I hope you're doing well. Yes. So my words or my message for you today is drink water. Yes, drink water. Drink loads of water. It saves you from a lot of things. You'll be able to mind your business. Yes, and you'll be able to focus and you'll have clear skin and you feel very secure in yourself. So yes, drink water. That's one.
Okay.
2, just do it. Just do what you need to do. Yeah, like don't even think about, oh, I don't have capital. Like eliminate that idea of capital from your mind. Just do it. What you need to do is the first step. Whatever that first step is, if it means writing it down, that's the first step. Do it. The next step will reveal itself to you and you'll be fine. But do it, yeah.
Wow. That's it. And I
Is
think
he?
you should be a drink water advocate.
You never know. Manifest.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
honoring my invitation and being my guest on the show.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a splendid time watching this episode of The Guest. My name is Ahina Author. If you haven't subscribed to this channel or follow AFOREVO TV across all our social media platforms, this is the time for you to do so. I'm still your girl, Ahina Author. Bye.